What's up, you guys? This is going to be my very first YouTube video. I'm headed up north today, about 50 minutes north to a smaller lake called Scroon Lake. Very rocky, deep-ish. I think it comes up to about 65, 70 feet deep, which is, pretty average for a lot of the glacial lakes in my area. This lake is going to be very rocky. We're going to be looking for some standing boulders that I think the smallmouth will set up pretty well on. Just for some context, today is September 20th. It's a Saturday. We're going to be rocking this lake up by pretty close to Lake Champlain, where the elite EQ qualifiers, or I guess the EQs, the elite qualifiers, are fishing up there. I've got a time lapse going of the drive right now from the roof. Should make for a pretty cool little intro, and just bear with me for the fall, because I'm just starting to get serious about making videos and just kind of filming the experiences that I go through, whether it's a tournament, practicing for a tournament, or just an average day of fishing. But I wanna get pretty good at filming all of that for you guys, so you can just kind of get a taste of what the fishing's like up here in northern New York. Especially the times of year, springtime smallmouth fishing, spot fishing for bedding fish, and then getting deeper as the year progresses into the summer. I'll touch on a lot of live scoping videos and just kind of show you as I learn. I'm by no means a very good fisherman. I just like to go out there and try new things and figure out how to catch some fish, man. I mean, that's what it's about. You hear all this about, there's so much about tournaments and drama regarding tournaments, and at the end of the day, man, you just gotta go out there and catch some fish, right? So that's what we're gonna do today. I was doing some work to the boat this morning, so we're getting out there kind of late. Might make this a little bit of a short video, depending on if we can find some fish. If we're catching them, obviously I'm going to show you how we catching them, what we're catching them on, and whereabouts that we're at on the lake. So I hope that you guys enjoy my very first YouTube video, and like I said, just bear with me as I kind of figure out the rhythm that I want to get into with these videos. But hopefully we get pretty good at it, and you guys like what I'm doing. So yeah, I will check in with you guys when we get to the boat ramp. All right, get at ya. Alright, you guys, here we are. Beautiful Scroon Lake boat launch. We got the humble little nitro right here. Power pulled down. And look at that, you guys. Talk about some frog fishing. I wonder if they're up in there. Well, we're about to find out. Let's get after it. What is up, everybody? We are out here on the beautiful Scroon Lake, upstate New York. I don't know what that noise is. Like a baseball game or something going on over there. Just coming out of idling out of the boat launch area. It is shallow. Now this time of year the water is way down. Again, said in the beginning of the video, I'll repeat it. September 20th. It's about 66 degrees out here. It's 3:45 in the afternoon. We got full sun, which is warming it up. Otherwise it would be a whole lot colder. And man, I mean, it's beautiful out here. So let's go try to find some largemouth. I really want to pitch around a jig. If nothing shallow is working, we're gonna go out, do some live scoping for smallmouth, look for 20 to 40 foot big boulders, standing boulders and stuff that they can try to hide underneath. If we can find that, toss a drop shot in there, something small, we should be in business. Now, this is my first time being on this body of water. I'm already seeing a loon, which is very cool. Again, first time being on this body of water. So I just got the afternoon, try to figure some stuff out and see if it's worth coming back. Now, my buddy has been out here a couple times. He said he's seen some real big ones, caught some threes, high threes, almost 4. So hopefully we can make something like that happen. So let's go find out. See ya. Alright, you guys, here we are, Scream Lake. Freaking beautiful out here. I mean, just look at that backdrop right there. That is great. What a beautiful day. And what a beautiful graph. I don't know if you guys can see that, but look at that right there. We're out here in the middle, finding mounds, looking for stuff like this right here. It's about 25 maybe a foot of water. Actually, I think I see a fish right there. Yep, there is one right there. Alright, and look at that loon right there, it just came up. I don't know if you guys can see that. That is great. That is so great. Alright, anyhow, we're going to be starting the day off on. I'm going to toss out a drop shot with actually a free rig weight. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. And the reason I use free rig weights on drop shots sometimes is that when I'm fishing rocky bodies of water like this, I end up going through, I go through so many drop shot weights. It's insane. And free rig weights, they work about the same. A little bit less sensitivity. However, they're way cheaper. And that's what counts in my opinion. We're out here doing this on a budget, right? So anyway, we've got the 2.8 bellows gill in peanut butter and jelly, nose hooked. And that's just gonna allow that thing to sit upright in that water column. Really give a good presentation for those smallmouth. And here we go. Let's see if we can get one going. See a massive bait ball. Hopefully you guys can pick up the screen there. Big old bait ball right in that area. We got some fish sitting behind it. Let's see if we can get one. Got a lot of activity going on right in there. Now, I don't oftentimes throw a bellows gill on a drop shot. the reason I have it going for today is because this lake doesn't get a lot of fishing pressure. You know, it gets the average fishing pressure, but you're not gonna have people throwing bellows gills on a drop shot out here. So I'm curious to see how the smallmouth will react to that. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I can already see some boulders and stuff going on the bottom there. It's a great sign. And that drop shot fell right on their face. Let's see what happens here. Now, just so you guys know, it's my first video. I'm running I run the Garmin Force Pro trolling motor with a an LVS 34 from Garmin. It's the transducer, and I've got a 93 SV Ultra 2 in front of me, and that's what I use for my live scope. I've got a 73 SV Ultra 2 at the console. Like I said in the beginning, nothing too crazy, but just enough to get out here and be competitive and do it on a budget. That's what it's all about at the end of the day for me. Now, you want to catch fish, but I'm 21 years old and I certainly don't have $100,000 to put into a boat. So here we are in the humble little Nitro, which gets it done. All right, I'm gonna go see if I can catch one of these fish, and I will report back shortly. See ya. And we are hooked up with the first smallmouth of the day. Just a few minutes after I said I would see you guys in a little bit. And I mean, he just rocketed out of the water, dude. Not very big, but he's pulling. He does not want to come up. Look at that. Look at that fish right there. Oh my god. Come on, bud. I know. Let's see if I can get him at the back. Get this camera going. Man, not a big smallmouth at all, but dude, that fight is just something else. Look at that. Hooked right in the corner of the mouth. Couldn't ask for a better hook. I use Mustad drop shot hooks. I think this is a size 2. Look at that fish. Super healthy smallmouth bass right there. Goes back in the drink. See ya, bud. Chew. Alright, so I switched off the bellows. I'm gonna be drop shotting a freeloader, and I think this is something candy. Can't totally remember the name of this one. When I go to switch, I'll certainly let you guys know what it is, but let's go see if we can get a bigger smallmouth. Because, man, that was a small fish and fought hard as anything else. Alright. See a fish on the top of those rocks right there. That's a really good sign. Bring this in actually. Let's see if I can get those. Yeah, right there. Right in there. That looks like a decent smallmouth right there. Let's see what happens.
see if we can find these fish again. There's one. That wind took that cast pretty good, but let's see here. See if I can get that thing down. Man, this wind is just brutal. It's making it hard. Oh, there's a fish. Let's see about that guy. Yeah, that's a little better. It's easier when you go straight into it. Yep. See a boulder, not on the screen but with my eyes. I want to know if there's a fish right behind it. Let's see. No, nothing. There's one. Did I get him? Nope. Behind him. Oh, did he turn around? No, he's running. He's running up towards that big white buoy right there. Let's see if we can get his attention. Yep. I see him on it. Oh, it's small, but there is one. Oh, he's cruising. Wow. Man, these smallmouth are no joke. Stay down, stay down. Wow. Oh, it's better than I thought it was. He spit up something. skill issue. I should. That was like a 2.5, 3 pound smallmouth. I grabbed the line. Don't ever do that, especially with light leader line. I think I'm running 6 pound fluoro leader on 8 pound braid. Do not grab the line. Do not make that mistake. That was stupid of me. Okay. For the future, for all you guys watching, do not grab the line. Grab the fish. Even if you don't think you can, because that will happen 9 out of 10 times. That one was totally on me, but I'm going to retie real quick. Let's go see if we can catch another one. Shoo. Alright guys, well, we re-rigged. I've got the freeloader Green Pumpkin Disco. I did look at the name this time. I also took the liberty in taking my net out, which probably would have been smart to have earlier. However, I'm a little superstitious sometimes about the net, and you know, that hurts me sometimes, but it is what it is. Let's go find another big smallmouth. See if there's another one sitting in that same spot there. Wow, he is shooting up for it. Wow, he is shooting up for it. See if he eats it. Did he eat it? Did he eat it? Oh yeah, he ate it. Oh, he ate it. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Oh. Wow. Baby. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that smallie right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that fish, guys. Look at that. No hesitation in waiting for that drop shot to fall. Yeah, I mean, he smoked it. Absolute smoke. Look at that fish right there, you guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. I mean, fat too. It's been eaten. Thank you, my friend. That's a good 3-pound smallmouth right there. Love it. Let's get a nice little release on this guy. Don't want him to be out of that water too long. Here he goes. See you, buddy. Shoo. Alright, you guys, so I'm running out of batteries, unfortunately, but it's okay because it's the end of the day now. I'm just gonna huck around the chatterbait for a little bit and see if I can get some thumps, just because that's kind of a fun way to finish it off, because who doesn't like throwing a chatterbait? I am coming back here tomorrow, so I'm gonna head back to the boat launch here in a little bit and try to get there before sunset so I can get some rigging done, get some leaders going and stuff for tomorrow. Gonna follow it up tomorrow. Definitely throwing the drop shot again, definitely throwing the jig head minnow. I'm gonna recharge my batteries. I've got about 8 I think I have 7 GoPro batteries. I do need to get more, obviously, because, you know, there's a half day and we're already cooking through batteries. Or I just need to become more conservative with when I turn my cameras on and stuff like that. So it's all just a learning process, but, you know, hopefully this will chalk up to a good first video. And depending on what happens tomorrow, you know, I might make it 2 videos. I might just, you know, keep it all in one video. But this is gonna be the finish of day 1 out here on Screw Lake. And let's go see if we can't get a chatterbait eat. And I spent about 20 more minutes, and let's see what happens. What is up, everybody? Good morning. This is day 2 out on Screw Lake. Got my buddy Brett coming out with me this morning, so I probably won't film too much of the morning. But he should be taking off around 11, and then we'll definitely get some more videos. Depends on how good we're catching them. If it's like yesterday, there's a good chance that I'll be filming. But look at how beautiful it is this morning, guys. I mean, come on, you can't beat that. It's about 34 degrees. You go catch some fish. Welcome back, guys. Another beautiful day out here. It is a little past 11. I just dropped my buddy off at the boat ramp. He had to get to work today. Caught one smallmouth. It's about a 3-pounder in about 50 feet of water this morning. Other than that, it's been very slow. So I'm on the hunt now. I'm going to be bouncing around the lake, just looking for spots. Just trying to find some smallmouth, but also looking for some largemouth. I know I saw a couple cruisers this morning. Couldn't pick up the drop shot and dime them up in time, but they're out here. And gotta change the camera setup here a little bit. I'm actually able to plug in my GoPro so it can charge while it films. So hopefully that'll eliminate the flying through batteries that happened yesterday, so I can film a little bit more for you guys. But anyway, yeah, beautiful day. The wind's supposed to pick up a little bit, about 8 knots blowing out of the south. So coming, you know, I'm up on the north end of this lake right now, so the wind's just gonna blow right into me, which is good. I typically have better smallmouth days, I guess I should say, in the afternoon, on windier days. I like to throw a heavier drop shot with a little bit bigger of a presentation on it, and and I think the wind, especially being up in the north end where that wind's starting to push everything up here, I'm hoping to find some schools that are patrolling around looking for bait fish that come out of those big schools and get pushed around by this wind. So yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to do that. Work my little pattern. Throw in about the same as yesterday. However, I've got a robo worm on the drop shot now, so you can see. So tossing that around. But I'm gonna have to bump up the presentation here in a little bit. I've got another rod with a little bit heavier of a drop shot on it, so I'll be throwing around something a little bigger. And I should mention the smallmouth that I caught this morning. That was in like 50 foot. I caught on a free rig with a bellows gill on it. That thing right there. Just let it sink out there, and it got crushed. Got absolutely smoked. So maybe there's something a little bit about that. We're gonna find out here in a little bit. But I'm gonna keep the camera rolling and see if we can find some fish. So I'll get at you. Not a huge one. Sitting there right in that school. Gosh, they fight like mad. Angry this time of year. Let's see if I can get my net out here. Put this guy in the net. I just love to dig. There he goes. Got him in there. It's like 1 pounder, maybe a high one. I don't know if that's a 2, but right in a school. Man, that was cool. Right in the top of the mouth, right there. Look at that. Look at that fish right there. Super, super healthy. Fat guy. Let's get him back in the water.